And we're live. Hey, everybody. It is Sunday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Doom. Possibly the last one for the night, depending on how well this goes. Otherwise, I'm planning it for it to be a shorter one. Because as you can see behind me, I still got a lot of work to do. I mean, I can only show off so much here. But, yeah, I'm in my new office. Don't worry, this is not where I'm filming. Those of you on Patreon can see the behind-the-scenes photos of the new filming space. That's a completely separate area from my office.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's blue behind me. We're gonna test out some potential blue screen stuff later after the stream. And I'm still coughing, though in this case the coughing is a result of not wearing a mask while spray painting. Don't do that, kids. Air gets blown back in your face. SKH is Speedo Productions. You're a blue man living in a blue room. That is true. With me this evening is the game show reviewer.
Howdy, y'all. I'm your game show reviewer, reviewing the game show greats and the occasional dud. And welcome everyone back. It seems like it's been forever to Atop the Fourth Wall plays Doom 2016.
It's been 8 days and it feels like forever.
It's been a 2020.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Zen would have been here tonight, but unfortunately, her internet is being sucky. Screw Comcast.
I'll drink to that.
When's the next comic review? When I get a chance to actually start editing the two that I filmed. T2 Fan 101. Wait, you moved? Is that why a new episode has come out? Yes! I've been announcing this for weeks!
Patrick Caulfield. I like the new digs, Lewis. Hope the move wasn't too bad. Got any funny moving stories? And how are the cats dealing with the new place?
Demi Fiend of Time. I'll answer that in a second. Demi Fiend of Time. Your room is blue. Dabba dee ba do die. The cats are doing fine. Right now, that we have them in the library upstairs until this place is in a better state for them to walk around in, because we don't want them accidentally, jumping onto a bookshelf that's just in the middle of the room and knocking it over by accident. So yeah, they're sequestered in their own room, about the same size as this one, until we get a chance to actually get this place ready for them to explore around. Otherwise, yeah, it's I don't have any funny moving stories, mostly just sad ones. Because, SK's Video Production. So I wasn't playing D&D with Garrett Wang. That was great! It's a shame that his character didn't have much more to do. I don't know if you ended up seeing that, Game Show Reviewer, but I did a thing for Dragon Con.
I did not see that. I was about to ask about this.
We did a Star Trek live D&D session for the online Dragon Con thing that premiered yesterday. We did it a few days ago. That's why I had to make sure this computer was up and running by the second for us to film it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was completely accidental that my character ended up being in command. Because the original intent, because I set myself as lieutenant commander, thinking we're gonna have someone who's a captain who will and I'll follow orders. No, I became the ranking officer by default. No, he was not playing as Harry Kim. He was playing as a mercenary who used a batleth.
Mike VLGD, hope I didn't miss the explanation, but why is audio and video out of sync? Is it?
Is it? It looks fine on my end. I'm not seeing any dropped frames.
I don't see it. Yeah, it looks fine here too. So I was just checking the stream. It's a little bit lagged for me, of course.
Charlie Holtum, hi Lewis. Are you and Vega planning to do a full house tour at some point? Is that too much of a privacy issue? Yeah, we prefer to keep things private. We're not the kind of people who like to advertise every aspect of our lives. You'll see enough interesting areas of the house just from my general filming and stuff. As you can see, this is my office, and downstairs is where we have the filming space, and a nice big filming space.
It's also
How big is the new place? That's an interesting question, because I think technically it's like a 1,600 square foot house, but like it's a 4-level split. So technically right now I'm in the basement, but there's another basement below me, which because this floor has 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and then below me is the utility room, the family room, a big closet space, which is defined as a bar, but like it's really not.
I can't wait to visit at some point.
Indeed. Speaking of Star Trek from Sir Straw Hat, how do you feel about William Shatner being stubbed from Star Trek Day? Despite how you might feel about him, and I understand why, he was the cornerstone of Star Trek 4 years. Yeah, but that doesn't make him special. Just he still is a transphobic piece of trash, and we should not honor that. We will acknowledge his presence, but Captain Kirk is a better person than William Shatner, and that's the important part.
Smiley says, well, you are best captain.
I am best captain. Captain Avenger 1993. Yeah, I started wearing a mask after one of the spray painting sessions because like it blew back into my face, and you do not inhale paint fumes, kids.
Oh.
Captain Avenger 1983. First, I'd like to say, nice place you got here, and second, can you yell and fake cry in response to last Friday news? I mean, I'm not gonna fake cry. That was still depressing, and that was still terrible.
Yeah, that was rough.
Loss of Chadwick Boseman is still a terrible, terrible thing. This is. I'm not gonna. I mean, yeah.
That was a legitimate shock, especially once I found out that basically he was fighting cancer like throughout
the entire time.
Yeah, from like every moment that he was on screen. So that is, my huge props for someone to fight it and still work and keep it a secret. I mean, I knew someone who actually did that, and Bridget Lee, you might know who I'm talking about. Local meteorologist here in San Antonio, Alex Garcia. I worked with him back in 2008, and he had what was it? It was some sort of cancer. I think it was lymphoma. Actually, he beat it back. It's in remission, but he had it while I worked with him, and I never knew.
Yeah, Captain Avenger 1983. Oops, sorry about it. No problem. Anyway. We should get to some dooming.
Yes, let's fight monsters and demons and all that good stuff.
At the very least, since I had to, I needed the other computer up and running in order to get the live stream layout, I should be able to get back to work on episodes again. At the very least, I'll be able to answer those of you who have entered the long box bumper contest, and if you haven't entered it yet, do so.
Glitched out on my side.
Glitched out on your side.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now, yeah.
Doomin' and gloomin', stylin' and profilin'.
And guys, by the way, due to the move, we have not been able to do any tests to sort out what's going on here.
Yeah.
With anything. So, unfortunately, you'll have to forgive us for this sort of thing. Chaos Nightmare, rip and tear until it's done.
Damn right. The Well. Now, we're probably going to go for an hour and a half unless it takes us a little bit more time. Arya Cummings, can I get an early birthday shout out? I'm turning 30 in 6 days. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Connor Johnson, the King's Speech premiered 10 years ago today.
Back in hell.
Yay.
Hell is very
Drake
cloudy.
Thomas, maybe you answered this. Did the P.O. box change?
No, P.O. box is still the same address. We're considering the possibility of moving it to a new address, and if that's the case, I will announce it on every single place I can. But otherwise, right now, there's no need to. It's still relatively close to us. Relatively.
One hour HPS fan. At least, hopefully, you're not inhaling as much paint as the actors in what's that? Micra costume? I think that is. Yeah.
Merca costume. It's a Doctor Who it's a Doctor Who reference.
Oh. Patrick Caulfield. So basically, we can like and honor Captain Kirk and hate and ignore William Shatner. Also, do you have a favorite design of the Titans? Not necessarily era of the Titans, but the look of them.
Definitely the Devin Grayson era, because that was my era. I just like the overall aesthetic of them. They have some decent differing designs. Probably need a bit more color differences between them, but I think it works for them.
ZachFat92, hey Linkara, better give your fans a new review soon, or else bad comics won't be the only thing atop the fourth wall. Speaking of which, how's your new house?
New house is great! I love punching demons. See, this time I finally learned to get the Berserk before I do anything else.
There you go.
I just ripped that guy's head open. Glorious. Oop, do I still have time to get the Berserk before? Ah, damn it. Oh, jeez.
SKH Video Production, at a clock earlier, it was time consuming.
What did they ask?
7 Seraphim 7, thanks again for so much great fun to counter 2020's unending misery. Now to laugh until I go to work retail on Labor Day in a resort town.
Ugh, I'm so sorry. Alright, there's a summoner. I need to get him. There we go. No! Get back over here. There we go.
Yeah, okay, sorry, it was supposed to be 8 o'clock earlier. Yeah, it was time consuming. Okay, that makes the joke better. Thank you. By the way, folks, I had Zaxby's for lunch today.
I'm sorry, I don't talk about made-up places. We don't believe in fairy tales when we're in hell.
I don't talk about made-up places like rip and tear demons in hell, you know.
I mean,
while
that's
we're
just
streaming
silly.
aboard your starship. No. We are not starting. We're not starting the joke again.
We're not starting the joke again.
I thought it was amusing. That's all. Sebastian Iman, punching demons to Benny Hill. Also, nice to hear you moved to a new house, Lewis. I, as well, moved to a new place with my brother. Congratulations.
Nice.
Chase Madigan says, what do demons taste like?
Victory.
Good answer. Jeremy Atler, I've forgotten why did the joke originally start?
I can't remember.
Neither do I. All I know is that, you know, I think we killed it successfully before the Doom stream, so.
Yeah, I want to say it was like before the tax stream.
Yeah, it was definitely killed by the tax stream. I'm almost certain it was that stream that we did before the Doom stream where we successfully killed the joke.
Yeah.
By overdoing it. Sir Straw Hat, with all these creators/actors coming out as unlikable pricks, how exactly is one supposed to support/view the media they're in? Piracy, I don't see a way.
You were cutting off there.
Oh, sorry. Sir Straw Hat says, with all these creators and actors coming out as unlikable pricks, how exactly is one supposed to support/view the media they're in?
It's a case-by-case basis, basically, for individuals, how much you can do that. Because, of course, there's plenty of problematic media in the past that we consume made by terrible people. I mean, Lovecraft's probably the shining example of that, yet we still have his name as the term for his particular brand of horror. It just basically comes down to you should be aware of it, and do what you feel is the moral thing to do. Though by that same token, people may be a little bit judgmental towards you. I'm not gonna necessarily say, do this or do that. But like but some people might side eye you because, of course, by their own moral standards, it's hard for them to accept that.
I actually think Speaks Too Soon says it perfectly. Speaks Too Soon says, hate the jerk, not the work. Let's see, but that's me personally. Jacob Lerma, just 1 month till the new Digimon movie comes out on Blu-ray.
Ooh. Vega was going to see that in theaters before the pandemic.
JTSG, you changed the desktop setting. I don't like it.
Nah.
In all seriousness, congrats on the move, Lewis. Hope the new place works out for Vega and you.
We're sure it will, and if not, well, we kind of have to because we bought it.
Chaos Nightmare. Speaking of moving, I'm also moving. Any of you want to come help me move? I'll bribe you with beer and pizza.
I mean, that's just kind of like assumed. Like, I saw a Tumblr post, describing this and and how the tradition of basically of paying your friends, with food for helping you move, basically dates back to the Depression era. Because food was scarce, and thus taking time away from working when you could have been, eating or making food. It was like, not necessarily pizza, obviously at the time, but being willing to feed them was basically like a basically like just a cultural tradition that spawned from that.
T. Williams, CA, will you do another Uwe Boll movie or review?
Probably, but if someone patrons it, but it ain't gonna be with Doug, I don't think.
7 Seraphim 7, when will we get a Doom and Wolfenstein crossover so we can rip and tear Nazi demons?
Oh god, that would be so good. That would be so damn good.
I kind of figured that's what the zombies, the zombie setting on Call of Duty was this whole time.
I'm trying to remember, was it Doom that had a secret level that was basically just Wolfenstein? Like the original Wolfenstein?
I think it might have been. I don't know. Chat, if it was there, let us know, please. Demi Fiend of Time, did you read the first issue of The Three Jokers? Because I loved it, especially everything with Red Hood and the end of the issue. I'm dying to see what's next.
I did not, so I have no idea what's going on with all that. I'm just laughing because that was a DC Rebirth plot point that they're only now getting to long after DC Rebirth is gone.
Jacob Lerma says it comes out on the 29th of this month for digital.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is the Digimon movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Patrick Caulfield was watching Doctor Who clips and was curious if you agreed with the 13th Doctor's decision to save a young Davros. Same with the Pompeii episode.
First of all, I'm pretty sure it was 12, but yeah, I do actually mostly because trying to go back, because going back and killing and letting Davros die or trying to kill Davros like that would have caused so much problems in the timeline that it was probably the right thing to do. Just from a moral standpoint, it's the classic "would you save baby Hitler" kind of thing.
And same with the Pompeii episode. I tell you what I really liked about the Pompeii episode, and then how they referenced back to it. They could have let it die. That Capaldi looks like someone that the Doctor once saved. But I loved how they called back to it. It's like, I'm the Doctor, and the face is a reminder to hold me to the mark. I kind of like that.
It's an interesting idea. The problem is that it then begs the question of, wait, so what? Then why did the Sixth Doctor choose the face of Commander Maxwell to be his face?
Accidental.
Did he decide, okay, I want to be a jerky Gallifreyan security officer? That's what the Doctor must be now. I must be a jerky Gallifreyan security officer.
Heat XT, good to know the P.O. box is the same, yes. Linkara from ZachBet92, do you think you'll do this till the day you die, or do you think you'll ever retire, or maybe pass it on to Linkara Jr.?
Quite possibly. I have no desire to ever retire, so I want to keep doing this forever if I can. There might come a point where I'm just like, you know what, I'm done. But for now, I enjoy doing this too much to stop. There you are. I was trying to find that imp. So, yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing this until I get sick of it. Otherwise, I don't see myself retiring. But if I did, I would probably pass on the title just because I like the idea of legacy heroes.
That being the case, I have an idea I want to share with you later. Jacob Lerma, things you like about Digimon Tri-Go.
I like that they're going in a very different direction in the... Oh, wait, Tri. Never mind. I haven't seen Tri enough. I thought you meant... I thought they were referring to the reboot. Because we've seen the first couple episodes of the reboot.
Looks like Seraph is in the chat.
Oh, hey.
One RHPS fan, James A. Miles here. I read that you have received a lot of entries. Can I send more?
Yes, you may. Keep sending as many entries as you want. Just be aware that you'll probably only get one in unless we don't have enough individual people. God bless it. And hey, Sarah, hope you guys are doing okay. Like I don't know if your internet ever came back. Just keep falling off the edge. Captain Adventure 3, how's your relationship with the Mario games? I mostly only played the 2D ones and the new Super Mario Brothers. That one I played. Just try at first, see Mephisto, kick him in the nuts for all Spidey fans. Second, okay, your internet is still out. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that your internet is still out. That's such a pain. Screw Comcast.
I'll keep going here. There's one from Hawkeye Fan 91 up here. I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! On Switch recently. What's your opinion of summon mechanics? Fusion, Synchro, Pendulum, XYZ, and Link summoning. Hope you have a fantastic
Synchro,
day.
what? Yeah, here's the thing. I haven't used like half of those. I've used Fusion summoning. I think I used XZ summoning once. I think I have some of the monsters in my deck, but like otherwise I have zero interest in them. I like ritual summons.
Let's see. Sir Straw Hat was first. If you see Mephisto, kick him in the nuts for all Spidey fans. Second,
yeah, I didn't get
GSR.
the second half of that.
GSR, what is the better Star Wars species in your opinion? Twi'lek or Tog'Rada? Ahsoka's people. I didn't know they actually had a name. Okay.
Which people?
Ahsoka Tano's people.
Oh, I got no opinion about them. I like back in the day. I think I confused them with Twi'leks.
Yeah. Likewise here. But you know what? If they're different, I'm actually going to go with Ahsoka's people because aside from like Hera and the royal family and all that we saw in Rebels, because I'll be honest, I've seen Rebels all the way through. I haven't seen Clone Wars completely all the way through. You know what? No, actually, I'll take it back. I'll go with the Twi'leks. They're kind of cool.
I like Twi'leks.
Yeah. ZachFet92, maybe Linkara can be like a Time Lord where he's played by a different actor every generation. Personally, I'll always love the Lewis years the best.
Yeah.
And hey Crimson, how's it going?
Hey Crimson, I am so sorry you guys are having so many problems. Comcast is the worst.
Cyril Moore, what's your favorite episode of Power Rangers Ninja Steel?
I'm trying to remember. There's one in particular. Damn it! I'm trying to remember the name of it or the plot because I know there's one I really liked. I liked the 25th anniversary episode was a lot of fun, even though it should have been a two-parter.
Let's see. Symbiotic Toxin, favorite and least favorite Simpsons characters. Oh, that's easy. Favorite Homer classic, and I'm gonna go with Mr. Burns just simply because of how ridiculous he is. Least favorite. Actually, that's not as easy.
Sideshow Bob is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Least favorite is jerk-ass Homer.
Current Homer?
Yeah, pretty much. The fandom apparently refers to him as jerk-ass Homer.
Hawk Hero, if the rumor is true and Power Rangers will go animated, will you continue History of Power Rangers?
Only if it's still considered in canon. Otherwise,
Otherwise, you'd have to become a cartoon and all that.
Well, no. It's more a matter of like, basically, it's all a matter of like the continuous story of Power Rangers, even if we have like different dimensions like we did with a few times, because they usually like have crossovers with other stuff regardless.
Murray Murphy. You know how some shows have a pseudo-canon expanded universe only seen in comic books? Are there essentially comics-only villains / stories for Atop the Fourth Wall?
Not as of yet. There's a fan. I don't know if he's around here tonight, but he's offered to do adaptations of Top of the Fourth Wall storylines in comic form. I would love to actually rather talk to him about maybe doing something. Doing an original story, because I feel like, you know, adaptations in comics are fine, but I think for people would want to see something original as opposed to that. And he's contacted me a few times now. Time is the eternal enemy of Lewis.
I am also fully on board with this idea. You know what? You need an agent. Jacob Lerma, Linkara, what if your kids hate comics? That's not going to happen.
Doesn't have to be my kids. I could totally like pick someone else out to do stuff. I'm okay with my legacy being just some rando I decide to hold a contest for.
Demi Phoenatan, thought of a fun idea for a new Star Trek series. A new top-of-his-class child prodigy is made captain of a ship going on a 10-year mission to a newly discovered, unexplored galaxy.
Interesting idea, but in actual practice as Starfleet as a semi-pseudo quasi-military organization, you don't just have people go out of the academy straight to captainhood. The 2009 movie was just bullcrap.
That was stupid.
There is a career path. Maybe fresh out of the academy might get a big position, like say chief medical officer, but not captaining a starship. There's too much experience that needs to be obtained before you can have a role like that.
That plus it would have made more sense if Kirk hadn't been at the academy, if he had been in command college.
Yeah.
Like we see at in the video game Starfleet Academy, or like we see in Wrath of Khan, where Saavik is basically she's command college, she's not a cadet.
Ah, okay. That was always a thing that kind of made me tilt my head, considering she like had a fancier uniform.
Yeah, but I mean she's not a cadet, you know, by any means. She's definitely a lieutenant.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that she's in command college and not the academy proper, you know. Captain Adventure 93. Do you consider getting Super Mario 3D All Stars?
Not planning on it. I can't remember what's the deal with 3D All Stars.
I think it's all the 3D games all collected, like the old All Stars.
Yeah. The thing is, I never enjoyed any of the 3D games. I know that some people live and die by Mario 64. Yeah, I can't stand the 3D games. It's always just been harder for me, and I know that seems odd, especially considering I am playing, a 3D game right now, a first-person shooter at that. But just for some reason, the control scheme for these kind of things, it doesn't work for me. Third-person perspective, especially in those type of things, just never clicked right for me.
100% agree. Mario has always been a 2D platformer, even if the graphics are 3D.
Yeah.
And they've done some amazing stuff with those 3D graphics.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
kind of cut off at the end.
Smile Reacts. I've started watching Smile Reacts. I've started watching Teen Titans Go. I've been enjoying it, although I wish I could see the OG Teen Titans cartoon. I cannot find it.
Oh, geez. Are the DVDs out of print or something?
Well, that sucks.
That would suck if that's the case.
Sir Straw Hat is asking me specifically, so which game is winning the poll right now? I'll let Lewis decide whether or not he wants to reveal that.
The poll has pretty much ended. It's going to be Arkham Asylum. You people wanted it. This guy's pointing me in that direction.
Movie Monster 457. Do you have a contingency plan for what to do when YouTube eventually ends? No platform lasts forever.
I have ideas and things that I can potentially do. None of them are good options, but they are options.
My personal favorite, stand up your own server.
Which is a possibility. That's another option, just not a good one. But then
No,
we
it's
have
not a good one,
we have to completely radically alter a lot of how the way this works, and probably have a very different monetary system, because like half of my revenue comes from YouTube.
Yep, I was gonna say that's the biggest problem.
A lack of ad-based content would be very sucky. It's not impossible to work around, but I would have to rely considerably more on Patreon and purchases from people.
Acrobat 92, what you need is a comic reviewing apprentice. Jacob Lerma, so Old Man Linkara came from?
You mean they mean future Linkara?
I guess so.
Because that's my dad, and he just likes the chance to play a role in this stuff, and that basically came about because okay, I need like a future version of me. That's not my dad playing.
And it is actually spooky how good he is as future Linkara. Jeff Manning, hey Linkara, what's your favorite Godzilla movie and why is it your favorite?
My favorite Godzilla movie is, I want to say it's Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, possibly Tokyo SOS. I always forget the title of it because Japanese titles for their movies are just freaking weird. But basically, it's the one where a woman is on a revenge quest against Godzilla for killing all her friends, like a couple years ago. Because like you have it's one of those rare cases where the human dynamics are actually that damn good, and the kaiju action is also that damn good. With a very close second being Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, the 90s one, just because of the bonkers plot and just how fun of a movie it is.
You say bonkers plot, I'll figure, well, it's a Godzilla movie. Of course the plot's gonna be nuts.
No, even by Godzilla movie standards, this one's weird.
Ooh.
I'll explain in a moment after I kill this demon, because, hoo boy!
SKH Video Productions, Linkara on time management. Time? This is no time to talk about time. We don't have the time.
Was I saying something?
Sir Straw Hat, thoughts on Batman Widening Gyre, specifically that scene with Silver St. Cloud?
I don't know which specific scene you're referring to. I just remember Widening Gyre was one of the Kevin Smith ones that I remember was really bad. So we got a summoner over here I gotta deal with.
Hey, Draconis, wasn't the DS9 episode Valiant about how disastrous a bunch of cadets in command of a starship might be?
Yup!
Yep. 7 Star from 7. Okay, by the way, Speaks Too Soon says, it's not a super chat, but he says, the entire academy was mobilized after the Vulcan distress call. It made sense to me that everyone was given field commissions.
Field commissions, yes. Captaincy, no.
No. 7 Sarah from 7. Now all I can think about is a massive fight between your protege and kids over who will take up the mantle of Linkara, Battle for the Hat.
Oh, jeez. I would totally call it that.
Yeah. Breaking 10, what are your favorite Goosebumps books?
Oh, you guys asked me this last week, I want to say, and I'm trying to remember what I answered was. I remember I liked Monster Blood, and its weird variations over time. I like the Haunted Mask, obviously. That was, that's just classic. Welcome to Camp Jelly Jam. Always just sticks with me, both for the title and for the weird ass cover art, which just has this jolly looking, almost inhuman, cartoonish person, camp counselor.
Excuse me while I look this up. Like next super chat, one RHPS fan, at least my channel will be mentioned in entries for this year. Scooney, hey Linkara, I ordered a mic for my birthday. I wanted to start making YouTube videos. Any advice on or resources for video? Also, you can purchase Teen Titans cartoon here on YouTube.
Nice. Otherwise, for microphone recommendations, if you're a beginner, Blue Yetis are always the ones that people go to. I recommend the microphone I use, but apparently it's out of production, which really sucks considering it's a decent quality microphone for really, really cheap. But yeah, Blue Yetis are always one of the ones that people tend to go to as a good beginner's mic. Let's see, I use a Rode mic for my just for my camera stuff, which is a different set of things. That's a shotgun mic.
Wow. Okay.
The Camp Jelly Jam cover.
Yeah, that book is actually called The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam.
The Horror at Jelly Jam. That's it.
And yeah, I see what you mean about the camp counselor. Jeremy Atler, quick question about Arkham. There are a lot of riddles and trophies to get, among other things. Will you ignore them or just do a few of them?
Mostly ignore them. And, if I run across them or if there's something interesting or funny that'll come across, then sure. But otherwise, I'm probably going to mostly ignore them because this is not like a completionist run.
Jacob Lerma says, no, I meant one-man Linkara when you become old.
Ah.
Yep.
Well, we'll see. Because I don't know. This will be an interesting time for me to age. At the very least, I'm probably going to lose all my hair first.
Oh, welcome to Top Fourth Wall, bad comics, whatever.
I remember when I gave a crap about the intro to these shows. Why am I missing, like, all over the place?
Sure you watch my playthrough of Doom. We're doing it again.
Doing it again because I can't remember doing it the first time.
Zach92, is your version of Getting Better available for sale somewhere?
It is not, unfortunately. I didn't acquire a proper license to make it, so I can't legally sell it, I'm sorry to say. That being said, if you were to download the YouTube episode and just rip it from that, I wouldn't be like, oh my god.
7 from 7, still hoping for New Vegas someday, even if only for the DLCs. One is nothing but a massive homage to everything fun about cheesy 60s and 70s sci-fi.
Ooh. Someday we're going to play New Vegas, because, like, probably after Ark... No, actually, I still know what I'm going to do. After Arkham Asylum, we're probably going to do, like, Hitman. Just because that's going to be so much fun.
Murray Murphy, who would win, Metal Sonic or Mecha Sonic?
I did not know there was a Mecha Sonic.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, hey, Berserk! I didn't know this was here. I punch you.
Benjamin Hall, where do you fall in the debate of using the term live stream when the stream is entirely pre-recorded?
It's still a live stream, while it is not necessarily, being conducted live, it is still streaming live currently. Like the stream itself is live. It's not like you're watching it later on or something like that. Now, once it's actually done with, sure.
No, it's no longer a live stream, it's just a recorded stream.
Yeah.
Breaking 10, they're making a new Goosebumps series produced by one of the producers of the film. I've heard it's going to appeal to both kids of today and Goosebumps fans of the 90s. That's always tricky to do.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard, because Goosebumps, is one of those series that, like, sometimes you just need to sometimes go really dark and sometimes go really goofy.
That's true.
Kids horror is a fascinating thing.
Zero more. Big Mac or the Whopper? Which burger is your favorite? Neither. Fuddruckers.
Original hamburger. Oh, God. At McDonald's. Oh, God. It's going great, guys. It's going great.
Zach Fett Knight. Ouch. I'm just seeing what you saw. Okay, so ouch. Zach Fett 92. Since we've seen an evil version of Linkara, might we see a good version of Vice from an alternate universe?
I've considered it. I haven't decided how I would do that exactly. But I have thought about it. So rest assured.
SKH Video Productions. I pointed my school's theater department to Voice in the Dark as how to do as how to have a fall play. Any tips you have on pre/post production?
Lots of layers. In my case, I made sure that the voice track was always the I made sure to edit the voices first and their timing before I start trying to incorporate any sound effects, because everything can get screwed up on your editing timeline if you try to insert that stuff early. In fact, I rendered out the finished edited audio of everyone before I tried to add in any sound effects, and then just to make things easier from there.
And by the way, Bridget Lee, the question was favorite burger, and it said nothing about favorite fast food. Because of course my favorite fast food is the Whataburger. We're caught up. Ooh, wow.
Alrighty. Keep missing Pinky here. Quit attacking me, you boogers! is that?
They're asking. I'm seeing a question. What difficulty are you playing at? I think it's normal.
Hurt me plenty. I think. I'm at the medium difficulty basically.
ZachFat92. I preferred Are You Afraid of the Dark? There were horror stories with happy endings, and the creepiest thing was the intro.
Not always. It did not always have happy endings.
I was gonna say that. I remember I watched one that did not have a happy ending.
Yeah, and if you look at Pushing Up Rose's channel, she's reviewed several episodes, so sometimes really like dark endings, sometimes with happy endings. It's a crapshoot.
Jacob Lerma, thought buying something instead of buying new, buying something used instead of buying new, if the creators are holes instead of piracy. Huh?
I think they're referring to the earlier what to do with problematic actors and talent.
Okay. Benjamin Hall, old Linkara should just write a book about creators who rose to prominence and then they were outed for wrongdoing.
Oh, I don't. That just sounds like a depressing book.
It does, doesn't it? 7 Seraphim 7, stop being caught up. Sorry. When I am the moderator, and I am the only moderator, I keep things moving along, or at least I try to. Patrick Caulfield, have there been any manga that interest you, but haven't been able to try it due to being busy, or other things on the burner, or does manga in general just not interest you?
I really want to read the entirety of Hellsing at some point. I started reading it years and years and years ago. I never finished it. Obviously, I've seen parts of like the various anime adaptations of it, but I'd like to actually read it for once.
And to go vids, had a Patreon question. Do you have to be a Patreon to nab the review request slot, or can you just jump in as a new Patreon?
You can be a new patron. The trick is actually getting the slot, because of course it needs to actually be there first. Which reminds me, I should probably open up the slot, but I think I'm going to reopen the slot once I actually put out a new episode.
Good call.
Right, I'm going to try to gather everyone together and just nuke them with the BFG.
There you go.
Make this slightly
Careful.
easier. I mean, obviously they're going to respawn, but like that'll help.
You only got but 3 shots with that gun.
Yep.
ZachFat92, have you seen the Star Wars Infinities comics, and would you consider reviewing them?
I know of them. I've never actually read them before, though. Those are the ones where it's like basically, what if this situation? Basically, it's the Elseworlds. What if they failed to destroy the Death Star the first time? Like, what if Leia was captured and became a villain? I know that like at one of those points, like at one of those points, that's the source of the Yoda drops the Death Star on the Emperor or something like that on Coruscant. Like basically just drops the planet on him or something.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've only seen. I remember someone was reading it in school, and I didn't get to see it close up. But I remember seeing someone had the comic, the alternate comic where Luke died on Hoth in the overnight hours, and therefore they were totally caught unawares for Battle of Hoth.
Yep.
Jacob Lerma, thoughts on Digimon 2?
O2, I think is what they're referring to. I liked O2 at the time. I'm sure I would probably have a problem with it if I ever revisited it. I know it has pacing issues, especially because it seemed to be confused about their villains. Like, what to do with them. Because, like, there were, like, 4 or 5 different writers all who had different ideas about what the show should be. But overall, I enjoyed it. I like the Japanese version of the music in the finale, in the ending few episodes better than the dub in that case. It's a rare case, because actually I like the dub music for Digimon for the most part, but that was a case where the original did a lot better.
Like VLTG3, has Tangent Comics ever been mentioned on the show?
I think it might have been mentioned once, but I never covered a Tangent comic. I should do that at some point. That was an interesting idea from DC, where it's basically like, let's take the name and try to just create an entire character around it that's completely different from the original. And they've revisited the Tangent concept a few times now. Like, Green Lantern was like some mystical figure who like wielded a mystical Green Lantern. I can't remember what Superman's deal was. I think he was like actually like more of a villain.
Has anyone ever modded a Star Trek phaser into this game?
Man, that would be fun. Give me a photon torpedo launcher.
There you go.
Yeah, go the Elite Force route and give me those weapons.
Mike Manhattan, have you played Star Trek or my mistake, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed?
I have
the guy
not.
Who played Starkiller, the guy who plays Starkiller also voices Darth Maul in Clone Wars and Rebels. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have not played Force Unleashed. It just seems silly to me that Darth Vader would have a secret apprentice. Which, by the way, is just further evidence that maybe this whole rule of two thing was kind of a bad idea. I get why the dude incorporated the idea, but man, it just keeps screwing up so royally.
Murray Murphy, I really want to read a GL book that's set in his early years. An inexperienced GL who isn't even aware of Lantern Corps yet. Any recommendation?
I'm not sure about that. I don't think there's ever been like a Green Lantern Year 1 or anything like that. Mostly I've seen stuff like in flashbacks that Jeff Johns did to try to expand on Sinestro's character.
I swear, this game is just glorious violence.
Delicious ultra-violence.
There's a lot of theorizing in the chat. You know, what if in the Star Wars universe? Well, okay, I got one. What if in Star Trek, Operation Return failed?
Ooh, that depends, because yeah, the Dominion probably would have conquered the galaxy. Because 2,800 additional Dominion ships.
Mm-hmm. I would actually say that's the turning point of what Operation Return. Like, what if the Prophets didn't interfere?
Yeah.
And Operation Return failed? Jacob Lerma, one of the things I hate about Try is that the old cast seemed to care what happened to the O2 kids. I mean, come on, at least TK and Kari should to care about them, but they do not.
Yeah, I've heard from Vega that the O2 kids got screwed over.
And Sir Straw Hat, first, I'll send you pictures of the scene I was talking about after the stream later. Second, did you find it weird that the Doctor married what turned out to be the daughter of one of his companions?
Yeah, that's weird, but then again, I've always been with River Song. We have a weird, complex relationship with as a fan, because on one hand, just, there are aspects of her I like, and there are aspects of her I do not like. For one thing, I've always preferred the Doctor to be asexual, and like have no romantic, and even aromantic at that. But then again, I'm classic Who guy, so of course I prefer the Doctor like not being in relationships. They're more of a father figure to me. To have them, to have them be in any kind of romantic thing is just kind of weird. And I know, and yeah, we've gotten used to it after like 10 years. Oh crap! Oh crap! Ah, damn it! So close. I was going for the glory
Plot Point
kill.
Media.
Damn it!
Plot Point Media. Hooray! New place. Loving the blue.
Thank you.
Demi Fiend of Time. The rule of two worked fine until Darth Temperus, I believe that is, fricked it up. After that, every apprentice thought of increasingly assassination attempts on their masters. Smellbringer. Interesting. Darth Vader's apprentice may be forgotten, but Anakin's apprentice is super popular now, probably because she actually had a personality.
Yep.
Not to mention a ton of exposure in a very popular cartoon.
Indeed. That always helps.
Two very popular cartoons, actually.
Yeah, that.
TF2 Fan 101, it's not a super chat, but I'll read it anyway. Hey, Lewis, I'm working on a video series for my channel. Rewrites and occasional reviews mainly. Any tips for what to do and what not to do?
If you're not going to be funny, like you're not doing it for comedy's sake, then at the very least be entertaining. Command your audience's attention. Speak clearly. Audio is always more important than visuals, Because you don't need to be on camera if you don't want to, but if you're not going to be on camera especially, you need clear audio so people can hear and understand you. Speak clearly, do multiple takes if you feel like you flubbed it, and especially if you make a mistake, acknowledge the mistake and move on. Apologize for it. Do not try to hide it or like or try to make it like some pissing match with your fans or something like that.
Speaks too soon. Favorite so bad they're good Doctor Who serials.
Underwater Menace comes to mind. Nothing in the world can stop me now!
Okay, thank you. I thought that was from the Enemy of the World.
No, that's actually... Enemy of the World is actually a really good serial where Patrick Troughton got to show off some of his acting chops, although it's also a case, I'm pretty sure, of brownface, because as Patrick Troughton is playing a Mexican in that.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah, I thought that's where that clip came from.
Yeah, no, that comes from the Underwater Menace, a.k.a. the one with Atlantis and fish people.
Isn't that also the one, you know, with that creepy ass scene that they cut in Australia?
Or am I thinking of a different? No, I'm thinking of a different one then. Underwater, yeah, because Underwater, because I think, yeah. Crap, what am I thinking of? Yeah, because I think you're talking about, yeah, because I think Underwater Menace might be that one, the one you're thinking of, which is a much better serial.
Yeah. Daniel Brandt, don't know if it was the case last week, but since I didn't see that stream, but this stream is running far more smoothly than the last few. You know what? I was about to say that, but I wasn't going to jinx it. Patrick Caulfield, I agree with you about River Song, but I'll always love the moment where she told the guy, I'm an archaeologist from the future. I dug you up. So dark, but also funny and cool. Yes, that was a good episode. That episode is actually just fun. It feels like a fun romp.
Which one is that one again?
That was the Husbands of River Song.
That's it, yeah, because that one was like the last River Song story, and it was actually really good.
Yeah, but you know, that's one that basically starts off. That's not one where the Doctor went looking for trouble. Trouble came looking for him, and that feels like it's so rare. Jeb Manning, will there be any chance you'd stream Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Possibly, but I have no real desire to do so.
Oh, the creepy scene is from Fury of the Deep. Okay.
Fury from the Deep, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it's very similar titles, but yeah. Fury from the Deep is the good one.
Ben Taylor, have you seen The Golden Voyage of Sinbad? It has Tom Baker as the villain.
I have not, but I know that was like one of the things that got him some proper attention, if I'm not mistaken.
And Smile reacts, you're thinking of the Doctor Who serial Enemy of the World. You know, just recently, you know, I decided to go look and see what apps my Roku came with and, you know, what apps were available. There's one called Pluto TV. Apparently there's a whole bunch of, you know, really cool stuff there. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I'm far behind on this if y'all already know what this is. But yeah, I mean, there's like continuous streams of you know, classic shows and such, up to and including classic Doctor Who. They were showing they were showing Tomb of the Cybermen last night.
Nice. Tomb is a fascinating story for preservation, for people who like, you know, for lost serials, because it was more popular before it was discovered again.
Yeah, I remember hearing that story from SF Debris, if I remember right.
Yeah, because the audio version of it was a lot more atmospheric until you actually like see the rickety sets and everything. Which is bound to happen, because, you know, it's an old science fiction series from the 60s and 70s. Of course it's going to be, you know, not live up to the hype of it. Which is why audio dramas are such a cool thing.
Small reacts, what are your thoughts on the missing Doctor Who serials being animated? I like that they're doing it personally.
I love it. They should do it more often. It's the best solution, because chances are it's just lost media that we're never going to see again. I mean, finding any new episodes is less and less likely as time goes on, just because the film stock itself degrades over time.
I know that when they did Twice Upon a Time, they actually recreated a lot more of the 10th planet than they showed in the episode. One RHPS fan, Warriors of the Deep was mentioned when the stream started.
Yeah, Warriors of the Deep. That's a Fifth Doctor one, which brings back the Silurians and the Sea Devils, and it is bad. It is. Chief Nash did a review of it, which I think is still on his website. I think he had to put it up on Vimeo.
Chris Anderson, Doom stream the day after my birthday? Yes, please. I'll tell you what, though. The Fifth Doctor's Regeneration episode, or serial, Castor Valva, it's slow.
If you say so, I like Castor Valva.
I don't know. It seems just kind of slow.
Legopolis was a constant ride. We could use something a little bit slower.
Fair point. I mean, I watched Castor Valva cold, so I didn't watch Legopolis.
Legopolis and Castor Valva make a great double feature, I would say, because they deal with similar ideas and themes.
Jacob Lerma, what's the worst Godzilla movie?
Godzilla's Revenge.
I'll agree.
Godzilla says I should need to learn how to fight my own battles, you know.
Speaks too soon. If they ever animate the Daleks' master plan, I want to see each missing episode done in a different art style.
That would be interesting.
Smellbringer, reminded of the anime Doctor Who short on YouTube.
Oh, that anime short is magnificent. Kudos to the animators who did that. Okay, let's try
cut out
here.
for a second.
Ah, damn it! I was hoping to kill the Hell Knight here.
Worst Doctor Who episode is Angels Take Manhattan purely because of the Statue of Liberty being a weeping angel.
That
in
is
a city like New York, that's impossible.
You'll damn it.
I am not fond of any reference to the Statue of Liberty being a weeping angel. I'm sorry, that's awful.
Yeah, it is an awful thing, especially because he forgets how his own creation works. It's not that they possess statues. It's that they turn to stone when they're being viewed. They don't possess statues.
I remember someone leaked that image of a weeping angel Statue of Liberty, and I was just like, okay, yeah, this episode's gonna be crap.
Yep. It's half of a good episode.
I've watched it exactly once.
There are good ideas there. There are good ideas there, but yeah, that's the moment we're just like, no.
DeGilvid's wait, worse than 1998? I don't think that's considered a canon Godzilla movie. Is it?
Yeah, it's still. Yeah, I would count it, but it's still. Yeah, Godzilla's Revenge is still worse than it.
Yeah, agreed.
It's still bad, but it's not. But Godzilla's Revenge is so much worse. All right, I think I finally cleared this area.
Mike VLTG3, thoughts on Vastra and her cast of characters. Strax is awesome.
I wish we had a backstory for them and not just introducing them right out of the gate.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say, and actually Seven Seraphim 7 leads me into it. He says, still not as bad as the moon is an egg. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. But even there are parts of Kill the Moon that I enjoy, especially Clara's rant at the very end. I really enjoyed that because that was such a dick move by the Doctor, and I'm glad that they that she called him out on it.
But in terms of bad episodes in the modern series, Fear Her.
Fear Her is pretty bad. I would say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot it. Yeah, I know which one you're gonna mention.
Yep. Love and Monsters.
That one.
Easily the worst.
Yeah, worst ending too. I mean, you have to just pretend the guy went nuts.
Yep.
Jacob Lerma, my art teacher in high school loves Godzilla's Revenge. That's his opinion. That's fine. Exactly.
That's fine. He's allowed to like it. He's wrong, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course, it's just an opinion.
Jeb Manning, I have the Japanese version of Godzilla's Revenge, and Minya's voice sounds like it was recorded in a bathroom. Oh, okay. That being the case, I got one. I got it good. Okay, so the infamous War of the Worlds broadcast. The radio broadcast, the Orson Welles broadcast, right? You heard it?
I know of it. I've never actually listened to it before.
Oh, okay. There's a scene in there where basically they're launching missiles. They've got a radio crew out near a battery of military guys, and they're launching missiles at the tripods. The sound of the missile launching is of the studio toilet being flushed.
Wow! I mean, you work with what you got.
It sounds good too.
I gotta listen to that at some point. That's actually a great idea for me to listen to, especially to get me in a good Halloween mood.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Smile reacts, love and monsters equals bad, yes. Demi Phenatine, fun, dumb idea. Doctor Who meets Godzilla. One problem, which doctor to use? I'm thinking 4, 5, 10, or 11. Who would you go with? Ooh, meeting Godzilla?
4 technically met Godzilla once. The power of Crawl is the episode I'm thinking of. It's a giant monster which he contends with, and only defeats it because Crawl consumed one of the segments of the key to time. So the Doctor was able to just use the scanner to revert the key back to normal, and thus took him out with the process.
If we were gonna do an actual Doctor meets Godzilla, I would say use 11. If I'm given 4, 5, 10, or 11 as options, I would say go with them. Chris Anderson, what do you think of the Lego Dimensions Doctor Who levels?
Never played them.
One RHPS fan, how about Doctor monsters that resemble monsters from an MST3K experiment?
Which one are they talking about?
I have no idea. Ryan Meir, Sean Connery's opening narration in the first Highlander movie, recorded in a bathroom.
Who knows, Highlander? Who knows?
And Bridget Lee, no, I am not kidding. It's one of those industrial toilets that sounds like it has the really loud whoosh of water into it, which is why it sounds like something being launched. Jacob Lerma, Digimon versus Godzilla, who would win?
Potentially Digimon, cause just in sheer increased power level.
One RHPS fan, Sandman.
What about Sandman?
I think that was in reference to the Doctor monsters that resemble monsters from an MST3K experiment.
I'm trying to remember what this. Oh, those. I liked those. I know I'm in the minority on that one, but I liked that episode. But then again, I'm a found footage fan.
Oh, okay. I know which episode they're talking about now. It's the one where it's that one with the sand that becomes sentient, and that's the cameras. Yeah, I actually like that episode too.
Yep.
JTSG Lewis, if you can still find it on iTunes, a nice chunk of the TNG cast and Leonard Nimoy did the Orson Welles World of the Worlds play.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because I did, the Alien Voices thing. I rewatched, what was it called? The first Men in the Moon that they did, because I watched that broadcast when it originally broadcast back in the day.
Oh, you mentioned Alien Voices, and all I can think is the Spock versus Q ones.
Yep.
Those are great.
Those are great.
No. Rexa888, maybe get a Failure is Beneath Doom from Doomkara, with or without mask.
God bless it, when you just stop for 10 seconds, jeez. Use up 2 BFG blasts for you bastards. Oh, come on!
Did you get that?
I did not, sorry.
May we get a Failure is Beneath Doom from Doomkara, with or without the mask?
Failure is beneath doom!
There you go. DeGilvids. Lewis, have you seen Searching, my favorite found footage movie?
I have not.
And Mike Manhattan asking me specifically, if you had a choice between watching the Emoji Movie or Food Fight, which would you watch? The Emoji Movie, because Food Fight sucks.
Can I watch nothing?
I'll watch the Emoji Movie simply because I haven't seen it before.
I guess I'd watch the Emoji Movie if I really, because Patrick Stewart's in it, even if he's playing poop. But like,
we're number two. We're number two.
It's just,
yeah. Mario, Lewis, if you want a war movie with some horror themes, I suggest White Tiger, which is about a ghost tiger tank. Also would suggest Below for a horror movie set on a submarine during World War II.
Neat.
One RHPS fan, they look like the eye creatures.
I can kind of see it, but still better produced than the Eye Creatures.
Jacob Lerma, is there a found footage movie where somebody lives? Okay.
Oh,
if
yes.
You're talking about, yes.
There are. I discovered, like when I was on my big found footage fest earlier in the year. There are a ton actually where people live. If you want one on Netflix right now, As Above, So Below was one that really surprised me that it had a happy ending.
And just thinking of the most highly produced one from J.J. Abrams' Cloverfield. Yeah.
Do they though?
There is one character who guaranteed lives. One. Exactly one. It's that one girlfriend who gets on the other helicopter.
And I will continue to recommend this series, the Hell House LLC series. It's a trilogy of movies that were planned out in advance, but each movie does kind of work independently of each other. The third one less so, but I would definitely recommend checking that out sometime because they are surprisingly good movies for low budget found footage movies.
Demi Fiend of Time. Anyone else feel bad for Shin Godzilla and the fact that its entire existence is constant mutation and pain? His eyes just scream, "Please kill me."
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Zen's in the chat. Hey, Zen.
Hey, Zen. I'm sorry again that your internet is down and everything.
7 from 7. Godzilla Roar was someone running a leather glove over a cello string or a cello-like instrument.
Yep, I've heard that before.
The TARDIS sound.
I've heard that before. All right, so we got the Predators here. I think we're falling down here. Whee!
Jeb Manning, what are your thoughts on Troll Hunter?
Still have not watched Troll Hunter. It's one of those movies that's only available in subtitles, so I haven't been able to watch it while I do other stuff. Now, Norai the Curse I watched on my own because I watched it once with Spoonie back in the day. So I was able to watch that a little more clearly. But that one was also a good one. Oh yeah, we got a boss fight here.
Is it the boss fight?
I don't know if it's the final boss fight. It might be. But good news is we still got like at least 20 minutes, so... Oh boy!
Speaks too soon. There's a found footage video game called Michigan Report from Hell for PS2. I've seen footage of that. I've seen clips. That's from Speaks Too Soon. Okay, based on how that monster looks, you can almost guarantee that that's almost final boss. But Chris Anderson, story time. Linkara is going to the store. He put a hand to his face and panics for a second. Nimbleway, emergency procedure 6, execute. A mask is immediately teleported onto his face. Speaks too soon. I will get you back, evil boss. And really, 1337. I'm waiting on your super chat.
I will get you back, evil boss. John Freeman yelled from the top of Lung. Keep selecting the wrong things to shoot after she's stunned.
Really, 1337. Have you seen Lower Decks? Thoughts?
I have not, and I'm not interested in seeing it. We'll probably hate watch it at some point.
I have. I enjoy it. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's harmless fun to me.
If I'm interested in watching a parody of science fiction, I'll watch Red Dwarf. Or Archer Season 10, which was also really good. Oh God, what is she? Yeah.
Jacob Lerma. So, been playing Okami is fun. Oh, jeez. Symbiotic toxin. Look out! It's Krang! Quick, call it Teenage Demon Slayer Turtles. And then I will agree, Comcast sucks.
Comcast does suck. Ow, 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 ow.
Any lawyers, potential lawyers in the chat? I got a question. Do you have to be a national monopoly before someone sues you into oblivion, or can you just be a local monopoly? Because, I mean, you know, like up there, Comcast is apparently the only option for internet.
I die. Still, I think I've got a better idea of what to do here now.
I also think I'm also for certain now that you're
Final boss?
you're fighting a final boss, yeah.
We might be ending Doom tonight, guys. This might be the finale. The end of Doom.
So it has to be national? Darn it.
Also, I'm pretty sure that like Congress needs to be involved to take them down. And they're not interested.
I mean, doesn't someone have to get it started?
Yep. Yeah. I think they do, because they do, like, oversight.
Yeah, yeah. I was just figuring, you know, someone had to get the ball rolling at the very least. Just didn't know what the something earlier, and I thought it was going to be a perfect stream title, but now I totally forgot what it is, so I guess it won't be.
Just die!
Are they alternative... Sir Straw Hat is asking me, what about Cox and Dish and DirecTV? They're alternative options. Are they alternative options within one area?
Not necessarily, because sometimes these things, they won't let you, they like hold monopolies in certain areas and you can't go with someone else. Like, no one else is available. Yeah. That's the monopoly issue with Comcast.
That's the local, the local versus national that I was talking about.
Yep.
And Bridget Lee says, like in San Antonio where we have our electric and water company options. Well, those are public services.
That's the argument why some people say that like internet ISPs should be a utility.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm inclined to agree. Because at this stage in the game, the internet is such a reliant part of our lives.
This is true, and it is something that is very much needed, you know, these days. So I mean, I don't know. I can come down on either side of the fence. I've heard good arguments for both. Chris Anderson, name this Pokemon Die! And that's why you don't cross the streams. Lars Henrik Lovinson, don't think I've seen that name before. Have you seen Star Trek Picard? If so, what's your opinion?
It is overall okay. It could be a lot better. I still have problems with the aesthetics of modern Trek.
Dark and gloomy.
It helps that we have familiar characters, at least with this one. Out of the ammo there.
I'm just not a fan of Dark Trek.
Yeah. There are a lot of I have a lot of problems with it, but overall, I enjoyed it more than Discovery. Hopefully, the Discovery Season 3 is going to be good.
I very thoroughly enjoyed Discovery Season 2. Discovery Season 1, I did not.
So close.
Not in the slightest. I mean, I will say I liked the the mirror arc. I liked the mirror arc mainly because it was something to break up the war story, which apparently wasn't barely a war story. I'm sorry, that was ugh. One RHPS fan, Dish isn't carrying ABC or CW due to money. Jacob Lerma, I mean, what company is not a monopoly these days? There are several.
Not many.
Well, that one a-hole says, can we all agree that the Orville is the best Star Trek to watch? Especially with all the Dark Trek out now. Hey, I like the Orville, but, you know, there's some good... I also enjoy me some good Star Trek. Now, point me to some good Star Trek, and I'm totally on board.
If you want a good Star Trek, watch the RPG that we did for Dragon Con.
You're gonna need to put a link somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
Because I am gonna almost certainly gonna want to watch that. I mean, I was laughing so hard when you did that that D20 and at Con Bravo for Star Wars. That was great.
Oh yeah.
Mario, Star Trek Online does a better job with Star Trek, honestly.
I love how they come up with solutions to all of the nonsensical parts of Trek, like the supernova thing. Like they have an explanation for that, or I think even the magic mushrooms, as dumb as they are, I think they did something with them more. Mind you, they get a little fanficky by adding different elements together that have nothing at all to do with each other.
I kind of like how they made the Dyson sphere tie into the Iconians.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Again, it's not bad. It's kind of a neat idea, but at the same time, it's also like that's a little fanficky.
Yeah. Patrick Caulfield says, so I've been curious about this. In one of your Star Trek reviews, you mentioned Gene Roddenberry had a scumbag lawyer. What was the deal with that? Sorry if it's something obvious. He did have a scumbag lawyer. His name was Leonard Maislish, I believe. There's a documentary that William Shatner made called Chaos on the Bridge, all about the first season of Star Trek. It's the first time. Season. It's the first season of Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I thought we were. I was thinking of a documentary about the third season of Trek.
No, this one. It's the only time. It's the only documentary I've ever seen that actually mentions that lawyer. So that's where I got all my info about it. So, Sir Straw Hat, SKH Video Productions, never give up, never surrender. In response to SKH Video Productions, you could always geek out on Galaxy Quest.
That's true.
There's only one movie.
I think they did a comic adaptation of more of the proper adventures of the ship.
Smellbringer, if I want dark sci-fi, I'll read Halo, not Star Trek. Jacob Lerma, what Baby Yoda real name should be? Bob. Yeah, Galaxy Quest is so underrated. Oh, Sir Strawhead says, you missed my actual chat. It was a comment. Okay, let me look for that. Sorry about that. I don't see it. Sir Strawhead, the Never Give Up, Never Surrender is the very first one. Go ahead and repost what it was supposed to be. And yes, Zen, Galaxy Quest is... Well, no, actually, no, I have to disagree. Galaxy Quest is not the best Trek movie. It is the best of the worst Trek movies, but... No, actually, it's the best... It's the center of the ring. It's the center of the line. It's the divided line between good and bad. There. You agree with me?
I'm inclined to agree.
Good. 7 all you need to know about what a dick Gene could be. He wrote lyrics to the TOS opening theme with no intent that they be used, just so he could get a cut of the royalty money the composer was getting. Yeah, basically, here's what you do. Go to a chalkboard, draw a line down the center. Even numbers on the left, odd numbers on the right, that line is Galaxy Quest. Except for maybe 3. I don't know. I'm actually not inclined to put 3 in the bad column.
Yeah, that's the thing. We use it as a general rule, but like there are plenty of good even-numbered Trek movies, or at least decent.
And I've seen the motion picture in theaters now. I consider the motion picture to be the best of the worst. I used to consider it, I consider motion picture now to be worst of the best, where I used to consider it best of the worst. Don't ask. Patrick Caulfield, what's your opinion of the War Doctor? Also, you consider John Hurt to be a doctor, even if his future self didn't.
Should have been 8.
Was originally 9.
Yep.
Whoa! This thing can shoot boogers at you or something?
Yup. It's like half dead. I'm just trying to like put it down. Oh god, it's got a second.
They said Star Trek Beyond is most likely to... Oh, yes, 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 yes! Die! Star Trek Beyond is most likely the most underappreciated of the Star Trek movies. It's definitely underappreciated, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I can't get close to... There we go. Let me get in close. I can't get in.
Did anyone... Oh, come on!
Like, is the game glitching? Is that what's going on?
There's Straw Hat. Hong Kong, beep beep, government gridlock. Hong Kong, beep beep, government gridlock. There's a traffic jam at the Congress intersection, but the light is red unless it's an election.
Government shorthand gets tacky. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh no!
I mean, at least it's not getting back up.
You can't do anything. Oh!
Like I'm on its hitbox.
BFG Production says BFG. Nope.
We win!
You win! Yes! Oh! Oh, that's... Oh, wow. Guys, is this the final boss?
I have to kill it with a glory kill, I know, but like it won't let me get in close.
I'm sorry, did someone just suggest just restarting? Patrick Caulfield, so that means you don't like John Hurt? Also, I thought he was an older version of 8.
Fine. I like him just fine. The problem is that like it's a retcon that's unnecessary. Well, guess we're doing this again. We tried punching.
The glory kill is the final input you do in the whole game.
I know, and I'm okay with that. It's just, this happened.
Sir Straw Hat, I'm Bethesda. I'm Bethesda. I'm filled with bugs and quirks. I'm Bethesda. I'm Bethesda. I'm the reason our games don't work.
Yup.
And also, Patrick Caulfield, the War Doctor, John Hurt, was not an older version of 8. It was a full regeneration.
Night of the Doctor revealed that it was an extra regeneration given by the Sisterhood of Karn, which... Okay, I don't think... I don't think that Stephen Moffat understands the relationship between the Sisterhood of Karn and the Time Lords, because it's not that.
Yes, hurt is 8.5. Captain Avenger, let's do the time warp again.
Pretty much. Rocket launcher.
Yeah, they're saying if the glory kill on the brain is the final action in the entire game, then yeah, this is the final boss.
Final boss. He's got to do it over.
Doom ends tonight.
Final Doom.
Yeah, just blast it with shotguns. Yeah. When darkness turns to light, doom ends tonight. Doom ends tonight. Kevin Plansons, what a glitch to join in on. Well, on the plus side, I get to see the full fight now.
Yep.
Chris Anderson, space is warped and time is a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Noel wants to see if he can join in for the finale.
See if you can add him in.
Yep.
Come on. There we go. Beautiful. It's the simple things in life you treasure. God damn it.
Hey, there we go.
Welcome, Noel. You arrived just at the very end.
Yay. It's afraid.
It's afraid!
Smile, you son of a...
You've won.
Who knew that Doom would end with blowing up a giant brain?
Stop the invasion and close.
One RxPS fan, and now the stream is demonetized.
Ah.
Hi, Zen.
Mike VLTG, also got to remember that Moffat, rather than 10, put his energy into the hand seems to count as a regeneration. Make of that what you will.
You think the only
Let's see here. Timid Tabby 84. Celebratory endgame compilation bonus. Yeah, that was a wacky glitch I've never seen before in this game. Well, you got to enjoy forcefully beating the first boss again.
I like how it didn't take that much the second time around.
Jim Manning, what are your thoughts on the Marvels by Kurt Busiek and Alex Ross?
Marvels is pretty good. I like Kingdom Come better because I kind of like dark future story, alternate universe story like that more. But Marvels is a fun, very realistic sort of take on the history of the Marvel universe up to a certain point.
I do recommend also to people Agents of Atlas. Not really the same thing, but kind of along a similar vein.
Demi Fina Time, to be continued.
In Doom Eternal. Although, we say that, but it feels like there's a chapter missing in between.
Why does Ultron have a sword?
I don't know, Dr. Optimus Prime just wants to keep working with hell energy, which does not go well.
I mean, literally, I just got home, so I missed everything.
You didn't miss much. Mostly it was me dying, taking out hordes of enemies, and then killing the spider mastermind. And
then what happened? Was it just like a full-on glitch?
Yeah, we just had a glitch where I killed it finally, but I couldn't get in close to the glory kill. I was just like riding on its hitbox.
Oh, nice credit
symbiotic
sequence.
I know, this is beautiful.
Symbiotic toxin. Doom got a boss. Your spare parts, bud.
Yeah.
Smellbringer, can you say Doom is betrayed as Dr. Doom?
Doom is betrayed!
Wouldn't it be cool if the final boss of Doom was just nicknamed the Doctor?
That would
So
be fun.
Doom versus the Doctor, huh?
No, you're fighting the Doctor of Doom.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, yeah. Let's see here. So next week is not Crazy Steve time. Next week is...
Next week, we are going to take a break in between streams, not for a Jackbox stream, but I'm going to play Fall Guys for just 1 week. Just a little fun thing, because I don't think there's really a story for Fall Guys anyway. So we'll just watch me racing around with little bean creatures. And then the following week, we will begin Batman Arkham Asylum.
I've never played that, so I look forward to Crazy Steve.
Link Falla.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy, Takeshi's Castle, the game. Pretty much, yeah. God, I love Doom Guy. What a great character. Doesn't say a frickin' word, but like he get his entire personality the first time he punches a monitor with Dr. Optimus Prime on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of, I just watched Bumblebee. Wonderful movie.
So I've heard. I only watched the bits with Soundwave in it because I like Soundwave.
I've only ever seen trailers.
Ooh, the guns, all the guns. I thought about making a wall of guns at my new place.
Don't be that guy.
I know, but like, it looks cool.
Oh, this is like a wall of like internet reviewer prop guns.
That's pretty much it. It'd be like, the portal gun and the magic gun and stuff like that.
Tom Servo with a trigger.
I'd have to get you a game show reviewer gun to go on there too.
A game show revolver.
Yeah.
You're literally spinning it to see which one you land on.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah?
See, that's the thing. When I made my game show reviewer costume, I just needed a sidearm, and that's why I went with the laser pistol that I have. And I didn't put any thought into it at all.
It's like the Judge Dredd gun, where like every bullet does a different thing, but you don't know which one you're going to land on.
Yeah.
Mario, Soundwave Superior.
Soundwave Superior.
I love that with Soundwave with Shockwave, that they went back with the old James Mason voice.
Nice.
Movie Mindster 457. You invite a friend over. Is that a wall of guns?
Yes.
Oh, and what would be cool is like if you have like just one like flexing muscular arm on the gun wall.
So where's Isabel in all this?
Small reacts. So we conquered hell.
We have conquered hell. Because we're kind of awesome. All right. Well, I'm sorry, Noel. You came in right at the end here.
Hey.
But yeah, we're calling it. I think we're going to call it a night because I have a lot of setup to do. I finished painting my filming space, which means I can finally start setting up everything down there. I'm also going to finish getting my editing rig behind me all up and running. I just kind of did that in a hurry because I realized that the live stream layout is all on that computer, so I needed to get that up and running.
Mike Manhattan, waiting for your super chat.
Yeah, we'll of course do super chats, any remaining super chats here first. But yeah, we beat hell, guys. We've beaten Doom.
There it is.
You beat the hell out of hell.
We beat the hell out of hell.
Let's see. Have you read Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars? It's pretty great, and Doom is awesome. Doom is awesome though it acts as a final. Acts as a final chapter in Hickman's Avengers and maybe Fantastic Four run, but it's worth the read.
I have not read it, I'm sorry to say. SK Speedo Productions, I guess the stream was doomed from the start.
Oh.
And Khalil Frederick, are you excited for Gotham Knights? If so, which Bat family member are you most excited to play? I'm not particularly excited for it because I haven't really played any of the Arkham games yet. But if I was going to, probably Nightwing, just because I like Nightwing.
To go, Vince. We beat hell, but 2020 goes on.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good sign.
Question: is there a Nightwing game where you know how like the Spider-Man game has it where you can do like the take a nice still photo of everything? Is there like a Nightwing game where it's like you can take a still photo of his ass at any given moment?
I don't think so, but I wish there was.
There should be.
Like one of the few, like was that a Greg Land piece originally? I can't remember who drew that picture of Nightwing posing with the butt.
Oh, Greg Land probably traced it off of someone else.
Well, possibly because I think it was like an early Greg Land thing from before he started tracing. One RHPS fan, the Jamie Whale special, you can fire whatever ammo you want. Mike Manhattan, hashtag all hope lies in Doom. That's Bloodhaven's ass.
It does have a photo mode, but does it have a butt photo mode? That's the
important detail.
qualifier.
These are the questions that you get, the important things that we find out on the Atop the Fourth Wall stream.
Yes, very much so.
High glutular resolution.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out for Atop the Fourth Wall Plays Doom. Next week, Atop the Fourth Wall Plays Fall Guys. And then following that, Batman Arkham Asylum. And hopefully in between, I'll actually get some episodes out again.
Oh, that's right. You do that.
I do that comic thing, don't I? Especially the ones that people paid for. Because we got two of those. Because we have one that I filmed and one that's coming up. I think people might want those released.
I wonder if there's a Batman game that has a side quest where you have to save all the Marthas in a phone book.
Oh man, that would be fun.
Oh God.
All right, but thanks everyone. This has been Atop the Fourth Wall Plays Doom. Thank you, Game Show Reviewer. Thank you, Noel.
Thank you for having us.
You guys have yourselves a great rest of the night. New location, blue walls. We'll see what we can do about blue screening.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.